And there we go. Goodness, what a way to open up. Already, my mic disconnected for whatever reason. Sorry about that. I just realized that it needed to be adjusted, and then I saw that it wasn't being picked up at all. But yes, hello everyone. Sorry. What a way to start off spooky stuff with the most spooky thing of all. Technical computer troubles. Ooh, ah. Yes. Well, yeah, we're gonna be doing Veil of Darkness this week at the very least. This was a game recommended to me by my good friend Gilded Tongue, who y'all should go watch and follow on YouTube and Twitch as well. They redeemed one of the channel point options to add a game to my game list, which there's information in the little section down below. Uh, and I'll just go ahead and talk a little bit about that. It's a new thing that I'm doing. It's an idea that I saw my friend Salt, the True Salt King. They have a game list as well, and so I pretty much wanted to do something like that myself, just so people can have a bit more interactivity. If there's something that they would like for me to play or experience or try out, that way they would have that option. Basically, you redeem it. If I'm maxed out, I'm going to turn it off, of course. That way, people can't constantly thing. That way, prevent people from like wasting their points or needing to be refunded. But it's going well so far. We're going to be doing Veil of Darkness, which is a game that had been, I believe, developed and published by SSI Incorporated. It's an old game. It was like the early 1990s. It is an adventure game, but it was made with an engine that was used for those old Dungeons and Dragons RPG games. Things like Curse of Strahd and I'm drawing a blank, but it's funny that I'm thinking of Curse of Strahd in particular because this is a vampire game. But it's not actually an RPG. Veil of Darkness is not an RPG. It is just more classically an isometric, top-down adventure game. Um, and well, I've not beaten the game. I've not played it before until now, except for running tests to make sure I could get it to run and play correctly. Um, but I have seen playthroughs of this game, and I will be using a walkthrough on this game. This game is pretty, it can be pretty obscuring with what you need to do and stuff. And so I don't think that this is going to be a very long stream if I do play through the whole game. Probably be about 2 streams total. Overall game time is about 6 hours, give or take. So about 2 streams should finish it if I decide to continue it after this week, which I might. I do kind of want to show people how cool the main bad guy is. I say cool, but I don't mean cool as in like cool, but like they made a really powerful vampire character and they stuck with it. Like they didn't like weaken that vampire beyond like the things that they say that you would need to do. It was really interesting, their approach to having a vampire antagonist for their game. And it's very much like steeped in like folklore and stuff. Of course, however, this game is going to be played in DOSBox, which means that my OBS in particular is not going to be very nice with it, but I've managed to get it running correctly. So let's go ahead and just jump right over to the game and start. I'm gonna move over here. Hello. I'm gonna now because of this game also is very old, and so it doesn't like have like a modern conveniences. This opens with a video that explains the plot of the game as well. And unfortunately, it never plays again unless you reload the game. It only ever plays on startup, which is a design choice. So, yes, like I said, gonna get that loaded up. Here we are. Event Horizon Software. Okay, they're the ones that developed this game. Or published? Or just worked in conjunction with SS Incorporated. Strategic Simulations Incorporated. Love that old school computer. We've got some intelligible script here, but we don't need to worry about that because here we go. And if he denies the Dark Lord his place of rest, the veil of darkness shall be lifted, and the evil reign of terror shall at last come to an end. Good pixel art, though, for sure. They just really like to present this guy as some sort of clueless dope. That's our protagonist, by the way, with holding the map in the lighter. It's really obvious. Veil of Darkness, 1993. There we go. Unfortunately, the frame rate for this is not the best that it could be. You have flown your small cargo plane through just about everything. So a flight over the dreaded Carpathian Mountains, deep within the heart of ancient Romania, was of little concern. You do not even see the danger lurking within the sickly green hue of the sky, or the darkening clouds. Unfortunately, you have not gone unseen. Evil unknown to the modern-day world watches from the mist-enshrouded valley below. Goodness. That's our antagonist right there. Tingling creeps up the back of your neck as you are engulfed in a cold chill. Suddenly, all of the gauges begin to spin out of control. Struggling, you barely manage to pull your plane out of the dive. Looks like vampire magic is not able to stop modern technology. Maybe. Oh no. But he's presented 3 bats! And yeah, windshield and engines hopelessly destroyed by the sinister bats. Your plane careens to the ground. As you brace for the inevitable crash, you attempt to regain some control of your plane. And then he laughs. Yeah, no, just throwing bats into our engine? Pretty bad. Amazed you were still alive. You stagger from the wreckage. Last of your strength wanes as you fall to the earth, helpless, as unknown hands reach out to grasp you. Not very consistent with the text speed. Shadow beckons and is quickly joined by another. Together, they descend into the village below as day gives way to night and the fog closes in. It's not a bad opening to a game, though. You awaken. For a game made in 1993, pretty good graphics, too. Though it could have been faster. Here's what the majority of the game is gonna look like. Oh, my head. I feel like I was slammed by a speeding truck. Whew, I'm a little dizzy too. Perhaps you should lie back down. Father said it's a miracle that you're even alive. Nah, I'll be alright. So, who are you? And where the hell am I? The last thing I remember... Father will explain everything. He has to see you as soon as you regain consciousness. As for my name, it's Deirdre. And you are? And so we can even name our main character, which is what we're going to do. We're going to name them. I am going to turn the volume down a bit more. It is a little obnoxious. And so I'm just going to make some quick adjustments. Just both for my sake and everyone else's sakes. Unfortunately, there is no volume control in-game, much to my chagrin. But there we go. Audio should be good. If anyone would like for me to turn it up, please let me know. But that should be tolerable. So, here we go. We're going to enter our name. And we're going to name him Charles because Charles is in charge. I guess you should take me to your father. We don't want to keep him waiting, do we? Father wishes to speak to you alone, so you'd better go by yourself. I'll stay here and tidy up a bit. You can find Father in his study. Just go down the stairs in the hall, through the first door to your right, and enter the room straight across the first floor hall. Thanks, I'm sure I'll find my way. Maybe after I get some answers, we'll have a chance to talk some more. I would like that, but knowing Father will leave you little time to flirt with his only daughter. Alright, so before we actually begin in earnest, there's other things that we need to do. We are going to go to the game options. We're going to select magnify, and we're going to turn it on. And basically what this does is, if there are of any items of importance to us, weapons, money, plants, you know, what have you, then it'll blow them up, so we'll see them and can pick them up. That way we don't necessarily need to go pixel hunting for items. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for interactable objects. It's not very interactive in that regards. So we move by holding our mouse and just letting our character go in the direction that we want to, and we can just click on that to speak with him. You better not keep Father waiting. He's most anxious to talk to you. So we're going to go ahead and create a first save. There's my test file to make sure I could get it running. And I'm gonna just name it Skunk Start. Alright, here we go. How about some classic stuff? And don't you just love those that PC music? Would you like to play this game with full, simplified, or easy combat? I'm definitely going to do this easy mode. Let's get the tutorial message out of the way. Hello, game player. From time to time, there will be doors behind which there's nothing important. In that case, I will print the message, "There's nothing important behind this door," so that you know you need not figure out how to get past the door. Enjoy Veil of Darkness. Yes, there is nothing important behind this door, Charles. Don't bother. My question is, why design the game like that, if that's the case? And hey, who's this funny fellow? I see that you're alive. Mr. Kristovica will be most pleased. So I've heard. I believe he's waiting for me. Yes, he is, so please don't keep him waiting. My employer is a very busy man. Bye. But yeah, see, we can go almost anywhere. I say almost, because again, the door, it'll tell us if doors do or don't work. Okay. There we go. Here's the fella that we're looking for. I see that you are alive and well. When the metal beast fell from the sky, Deidre and my servant Ivan went to investigate. I must say they were stunned when you stumbled from the wreckage. Metal beast. Metal beast? Haven't you ever heard of an airplane? Airplane? No, I haven't, nor have I ever seen such a machine. You will find that this valley is somewhat behind the times, good sir. We have never seen this thing you call an airplane. Alright, sir. Please don't call me that. I never liked it when people called me sir. My name's Charles. Forgive my lack of manners. My name is Kirill. I believe that's how that's pronounced. I'm probably doing it wrong. Unfortunately, I don't have much experience with Romani names and such. Airplane. I would appreciate it if someone would show me where I crashed. I would like to take a look at my plane. In time, Charles. You have my promise that I'll try to help you in any way possible. But for now, you could use some rest, and a few more days won't make a difference. I'll make sure you're suitably taken care of. Hey, Null Girl, how's it going? It's great to see you. How you doing? Hope you're excited for a 1993 top-down isometric adventure game. In the meantime, I would be so bold as to ask a small favor of you. What's this favor? How could I say no? Your daughter quite possibly saved my life. What do you want me to do? Going all right? Hanging in there? It sounds like a cool game. It was a game suggested and by Gilded Tongue. Have I ever played the Wing Commander series? I have not. I do remember watching my older cousin play Wing Commander Privateer, though. So I don't have much experience with the series beyond maybe watching my older cousin play a little bit. But I was going to say, Veil of Darkness here, I basically took inspiration from Salt, and I created a game list. So if there's any game that you'd like for me to play, there's still plenty of spots. Just redeem the little channel points, and I'll add it to the list. But, because that guy looks like one of the antagonists from Wing Commander 2. Our protagonist looks like the antagonist? Oh, goodness. Also, I think the Wing Commander games were made by Origin Systems. I think. Which is, the other guy. Mr. Kirill. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Some time ago, I lent a fine carpenter's hammer to a fellow villager. Good tools are hard to come by in the valley, and Edward hasn't made an effort to return the hammer to me. Could you go to him and get the tool? I would ask Ivan to do this, but there are many more important duties to which he must attend. Alright, what about this tool? That's all you want me to do? Get back your hammer? That's all. And don't let Edward give you a hard time. He can be feisty at times. Come back when you've got the hammer, and then we'll talk some more. Can you post an image leak? I believe so. Go ahead and give it a try. I don't know if I need to approve it. I don't think... Okay, yeah. Now let me take a look at this fella. You know what? That is remarkably similar. That is... They have the same white stripe. They have a very similar mustache and eyebrows and general age. Wow. Yeah, they share quite a lot of similarities. Wow. I mean, they're dressed differently, and I believe I don't know what the guy from Wing Commander's from, but we're in Romania in this game at the very least. Wow, that is really uncanny. Kind of funny at the same time. Come back when you've got the hammer, and then we'll talk some more. Oh, by the way, before I forget, be sure to ask Ivan for some coins, and if it interests you, there's a tavern in the village. Feel free to use the coins as you wish. Alright. Coin. Nothing. Alright. Bye. Bye-bye! Wing Commander has a very diverse cast. Characters are of widespread origin. It's very G.I. Joe in that regard. That's cool! I know, so here's another little tidbit of interestingness. I know that Origin made the Wing Commander games, and they also made the Ultima games. They also had a part in the very first System Shock game. However, going back to the Ultima games that they did, they had a Kilrathi fighter make an Easter egg, and I believe Kilrathis are the alien species in Wing Commander that are the general antagonists. Like, I know they're like the main kind of like widespread antagonist, but like, again, my knowledge kind of stops there. I know that they're like cat people, but they're aliens at the same time. They're like Klingons and cats. Off-brand Kzinti. I don't know what a Kzinti is either, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Alright, let's talk with Ivan here. If you wish to speak with him. Okay, but he said, give me money. Hey, Ivan. Kirill told me to ask you for some money. Yes, I know. Ah, from Larry Niven's Shared Universe, The Man-Kizin Wars. Ooh, I don't know anything about that. That sounds like a novel series. Make sure here are the coins I was asked to give you. Make sure you spend them well, stranger. Spend? Lighten up! And Kirill told me I could spend the coins on whatever I want. That may be true. Nevertheless, spend the coins wisely. Bye. So, in order to access this is our character sheet. The series of short story compilations by various authors. Interesting! This is our general stats. This is our backpack. We can carry 75 pounds worth of gear. So, we have the sack full of money. Can't really open it. Well, here's how you open it. You put it on your portrait, and now we can see what's in the bag, and we can take that out if we so desire. Okay, well, he's going to automatically decide to put that in there. So we're done. So, like I said, I'm going to be following a walkthrough for this. So, now we need to go back and talk to his daughter. I believe so. Okay, we can't do that right now then, I guess. Most of the walkthroughs I found were not super helpful. Believe it or not. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and then go down these stairs. I'm thinking about short story compilations from various... Walkthroughs are of various quality. Yeah, unfortunately. But this is what I was talking about with the magnify mode. Like, these coins now, we can interact with them, we can pick them up. So, that's what we can do now. Like, they're right here. And we can just put them in the bag. Easy peasy. And that is a locked door. Okay, so I guess in order for the next part, we need to literally just do the next part. Or not the next part, but we need to do what he asked, pretty much. Oh boy, how fun. He did mention pry bar. We'll go ahead and take that pry bar. The tavern? No. He said go to the tavern. This is not the tavern. This. Where is that tavern? The old adventure game rule. If it isn't nailed down, pick it up. If it's nailed down, look for a pry bar. Pretty much. Oh, no, wait. This is the tavern right here. Alright, here we go. Hello. Well, hello there. I'm Seth, darling. Could you please come here for a moment? I need a light. Sophia, can't you see that I'm talking to this man? I'll be over in a minute. You don't smoke, do you? If you need a light, just let me know. Personally, I don't like tobacco, but I do occasionally succumb to the pipe. Oh well. Patience, dear Sophia. Patience. Anyway, I'm Seth, the barkeep. Can I get you anything? An ale? Some food? Or wine, perhaps? Good to meet you, Seth. My name's Charles. Wait a minute. I don't remember seeing you in here before. You're not the guy that, came from that thing that fell out of the sky, are you? What happens if I type sky? What if I type thing? Nope. If I type plane? Nope. Type airplane? Nope. Alright. Let's just speak with him. Are you just a barkeep, or do you own this place? This place is mine. It was passed on to me by my father. If I'm right, I think the tavern's been owned by my family for several generations. It's not a bad way to make a living, you know. Actually, about the only thing I like better is collecting things. Like my cups, for example. You won't find a finer set in all the known world. Look at them, especially the gold goblet. I'll never see another one like it. Yes, that goblet of yours is a very nice cup. I bet it's worth a good bit. Why, thank you. It's my finest, my pride and joy. Just aching to drink from such a fine cup. Of course, I'd never do such a thing unless I had the finest vintage. Only the best for such a fine goblet, eh? Alright. So we're just gonna talk to some folks. Did you hear? They still can't find Edward's body. Why, with all the blood in the library, I bet it was the werewolf that got him. If it was the werewolf, I wonder how it got into his house. Who cares what got him? Edward was a mighty strange fellow, and he didn't care one bit about his fellow man. If it was the werewolf, don't you think there would be something left behind? I mean, the werebeast doesn't eat cloth and bone. Who cares? The man is dead and gone. Let's hope that whatever got him doesn't get one of us. Well, there we go. We now know that he was, presumably killed by a werewolf? Okay. Here we go. Okay, no, that was literally all three of them. Okay. And darts. Well, I don't know if I need the darts. Well, I threw them. Cool. How interesting. Okay. Hello there. Why don't you pull up a seat? We'll talk for a while. My name's Sophia. Do you want a drink? Thanks, Sophia, but not now. I'd like to, but I've got some things. I've got some things I've got to take care of even. Change your mind, you know where I'll be. Bye-bye. Can I go into the back here? Yep, just like another classic old school video game convention. Just gonna go into people's houses and buildings and stuff and just look for stuff to like loot and take. Too bad I can't really interact with any of the furniture or anything. Though, to be fair, like, again, A lot of these rooms and stuff are like superfluous, from what I know. But still, you have to go exploring them. That's the real tragedy. Nothing. Alright. I thought maybe there might have been something on there. Just in case that was as much as it could be magnified. Interesting that the music dimmed when we went back there. A lot of this games of its era put a lot of rooms and such regardless of there's yes 1990 like this game was published in 1993, so they certainly did. This game, like, one of the first thing it tells you when you even reach a door is like, hey, you might find that there are going to be some doors that you just can't go into, and if that's the case, we'll tell you that there's no use for this door. And it's just like, oh geez. Okay, so we want to go here. That door is locked. I don't know if we'll ever unlock things. Uh-oh. Torn fabric. Oh. And so we see this blood going to this bookcase, right? Now, normally we can't really interact with anything, but we can push it with our physical body. Just like that. Hey, Carmine, how's it going? And yeah, it's Veil of Darkness. Going old school. Let's go into the secret room. Oh, here we go. And more money. Silver coin. Get that there. That in the little bag. Bloody hammer. Oh no. Oh, that's a broken chair and light fixture. So we found Edward's body. It was, you know, hidden behind a bookcase. I guess he tried to use the hammer to defend himself? How's it going, Carmine? I hope that you're having a great day. Okay, so we got his hammer. You are? Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, we're gonna go right back over here. You found it. You found the bloody hammer, or as it is said, a bloody tool most foul. My thanks, Charles. I'll give the hammer to Ivan once we've finished talking. Oh, can it be? Salvation? For a moment I doubted you. Coincidence, I thought. But now I'm sure you're the one. If it wasn't for you, the hammer would have never been found. Oh, I found the hammer all right, and good old Edward is dead. Dead, and you're probably all crazy. No, Charles, not crazy. Well, at least, not all of us. Cursed is what we are. And so, it seems, are you. All who find themselves in this valley of darkness are trapped by the evil of this land. But you, my friend, represent hope. Hope for us all. You can deliver us from Karen's evil embrace. Karn's? So we can be free to leave this valley. I think you've got the wrong guy. I'm out of here, with or without your help. I don't think so, Charles, but go ahead and try like the others. Throughout the ages, many Outlanders have been drawn into the valley, but not one soul has ever left. The mountains are high and offer no passage. Those that attempt to leave go mad or slain by creatures of the night. I haven't mistaken you for someone else. There are many things in the prophecy that I don't understand. The first few lines are clear. You are the one. You will not escape until Karn is destroyed. Oh goodness. What is this? Who is this Karn? This Karn, who is he? Karn. So like, Karen? I don't suppose you might have a phonetic spelling of that, possibly. I've been saying Karn. Kern, okay. Kern, the very name stings my tongue. He was once a man, but now he's no more than a monster. A vampire. A creature that lives by drinking the blood of others. He's old, and very powerful. Take these. They're pages from an old book that chronicles the history of the valley, and of Kern. Read the pages when you have time. The story is much too long to tell. It sounds like this game has questionable kerning. Nice. Scots Gaelic? I thought it was, I don't know if the name of the language, but since this game takes place in Romania, I thought it was Romani. The story is much too long to tell. Okay, well, what about this prophecy? You want me to believe that I'm the one mentioned in this prophecy of yours? Take the prophecy, Charles. Read the beginning verses. Even you cannot argue with me. It's clear that you're the one. I have studied that piece of parchment all of my life and can learn no more. It's up to you to bring down the Dark Lord. If you want to leave this valley like the rest of us, that's exactly what you'll do. The name is borrowed from the word Cairn, a burial mound in Scotland. Interesting. Hey Seth, it's great to see you! So, pronounced Kern, borrowed from Scotland, Scots Gaelic. Interesting. And yes, old 1993 top-down isometric adventure game. Escape. I promise nothing. I plan on leaving as soon as I get the chance. That means fulfilling this prophecy, then I guess that's what I'll do. Kern is how you pronounce that word as well. Did you believe, I don't know if you, did you suggest this? I know Gilded Tongue redeemed it for the game list, and so it's on the game list now. And someone got it for me on GOG, which is the version that I'm playing. I thought Gilded Tongue had got it for me, but you may have gotten it for me, maybe. Not 100% certain, believe it or not. But I promised to at least give it one stream. And again, I've got a walkthrough open to assist as well. You did not get it for me. Okay. So then it was probably Guilty. You just suggested I play it. Well, I'm playing it now for certain. As you wish, Charles, but I think you'll find there is no other way. I want you to know that I will offer you any help that you need. You may come and go from my mansion as you please. Coins. Give me more coins. It was 5 years ago, so don't sweat it. Oh goodness, yeah. That might have been quite a long time. Okay, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to save now. So we're going back. So let's go ahead and open up the prophecy. From Everdark sky shall he descend in a bird of steel, salvation for those who have been unrighteously damned. He shall deny the part he is destined to play until he finds a bloodied tool must foul. He must free a man cursed for curiosity's sake, and dispel one dead but forced to serve. A youth in madness he shall willingly heal. The hangman's grief he must unveil. 7 lost souls have favors to ask. Once appeased he shall be allowed to pass. He shall find and slay the hound that hunts the night, claiming a purse of silver to serve his needs. Hidden place he must pry from one quite mad, and speak to evil incarnate, the Dark Lord's bane. He shall turn aside the vampire's charms, stand strong against claw and fang, and he must own holy attack, and the imprisoned light must he set free. A true name must be spoken for evil's power to wane. He cannot falter, not even once, for it means his death. And if he denies the Dark Lord his place of rest, the veil of darkness shall be lifted, and the evil reign of terror shall at last come to an end. Speaking of older games and getting them working, you managed to get Cyberstorm 2, an old hex-based strategy game. Wow, an old Sierra strategy game. That was probably quite difficult to get working, admittedly. Was it through GOG or DOSBox, or... Goodness. Because I'm only used to Sierra's old point-and-click games. Okay, now we can talk to her. Oh, I was afraid we wouldn't get a chance to talk. Did everything go well with Father? Did it go well? I'm not so sure. This is all like a dream. From what your father told me, I guess I'm stuck here. We all are, Charles. This place is a nightmare for all of us. I'm lucky to have a man like my father. He has enough power and money to protect us from a lot of dangers. The Windows game and on CD-ROM, so you ended up having to mount it on an ISO. Oh, wow. I have not done that for quite a long time myself. I've not mounted a CD image in some time. Is Cyberstorm 2 fun? I guess that's the most important question. Is Cyberstorm 2 fun? The only other game that I remember made by Sierra that I had any experience with was a poker game with all of their main characters from their adventure games. It was kind of like Night at the Inventory, but Sierra edition. How old is Veil of Darkness? It was published in 1993 by SSI. Nightmare. If I can help it, this nightmare is going to end soon. Here, I would like you to have this. Father would read stories to me when I was young, and the princess always gave the champion knight her scarf as a token of good luck. Thank you, Deidre. You know, when this is all over, we're all far away from here. Maybe you and I can, see more of each other? I would really like that, Charles. It's fun so far. I really enjoyed the first game in this series, Cyberstorm, which was a strategy spin-off of their Earthsiege series. Played the heck out of it, but never played much of the sequel. Oh, sounds like that was one of the Hoyle games? That sounds familiar as a name. I don't know... I just remember Roger and King Graham were there, and they were playing cards. I think Leisure Suit Larry might have been there too? Leisure Suit Larry, was that Sierra or was that LucasArts? Leisure Suit Larry was Sierra because, Mike Lowe. Not Mike Lowe? I don't remember his name. Goodness. But what's this about Lucky? And I think your father is lucky to have such a lovely daughter. You flatter me, Charles. Actually, I think it's Father and I who are lucky, because you will free us. I just know you will. Yep, in the first Sierra Hole game, you could play cards with Larry, Graham, Roger Wilco, and the cop from Police Quest. Interesting. Sonny Bonds, that was the cop's name, Sonny Bonds. I just know you will. We are finally gone from this terrible place. Maybe Father will let us break open a bottle of that wine he prizes so much, and we can celebrate. What wine are you talking about, Deidre? Father has the finest wine collection in the valley. There's a wine cellar in the basement, but he always keeps it under lock and key. Okay. Also a bunch of the Sierra staff. So you could play poker against Ken and Roberta Williams? Interesting. Okay. So now we gotta go back. Rosella was there. Really? That's an interesting decision. I'm glad you returned, but there are things I'd like to discuss. First, I must thank you once more for finding the hammer. Finding? You know, I found the hammer already, and good old Edward is dead. Well, let's ask for a pipe. Girl, can I borrow one of your pipes? I suppose so, Charles. You may have this one. It is not one of my favorites. Okay, how about a key? How about wine? You know where I might find some wine? If you want a glass of wine, go to the Severed Head. Dang it. Okay. Maybe. Let's see about readings. Offer. Give me that pipe. Does this look familiar? Let me check this out. Yep, that is exactly what I remember. And look, there's Leisure Suit Larry right there. Except he doesn't look as goofy as he should. Okay. Let's see. This is the story in your manual. Okay. Good to know. Wine. Nothing. Yep. With realistic portraits, Sierra made 3 whole games. Game 2 was solitaire, and Game 3 was board games. Huh. Okay, hold on. My brain just remembered something. Sierra, did they make a board game for PC called Jones in the Fast Lane? Or was that a Okay, I'm so glad I remember that. Because I was like, I remember that game, right? And I don't remember anything about it right now. I just barely remember it. I only really remember it because of a Brutal Moose video covering that game. And I was just like, wait a minute, did Sierra make that game too? It was a play on keeping up with the Joneses. It was a board game. Was it like Life? That's what I remember, is that it played like Life. Sierra was one of the big game publishing houses of the 90s. Was the original publisher for Half-Life... Wait, really? I thought Half-Life 1 only was like originally... I don't know how to feel about that, because I always thought Valve self-published Half-Life 1, and that, like, Sierra published it on consoles or something? I don't know. Not, like, the main publisher. Because I know that I've seen the Sierra logo on a box for it, but Valve was the developer, but it was published through Sierra because they had contracts. Interesting. Okay. I see that you have a pipe. I can't get you anything else. At least let me give you a light. Thanks, Seth, but I don't smoke. Seth, you lazy bartender, didn't you hear me? I need another draught of ale. I'm coming, Julio. Julio? Just give me a second. Sorry about that, Charles. Here's a match if you want to light your pipe. If I don't get, Raph, by the way. Is that a suggestion? No, the word I said was actually draft. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, huh? Alright. Draw it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna butcher some words. Hey, has anyone seen Boris in here lately? No, I haven't. Come to think of it, I wonder what that farmer's been up to. About time to harvest the rest of his crops. He's probably hard at work in the fields. That explains it. I might have to pay him a visit. I've been to his farm a few times, not far from the village, and his wife Silva makes a mean beef stew. You know what? I actually really do appreciate the sharing of pronunciations. I want to be as close to accurate as I can be, and I want to be as respectful as well, because from what I know, they do use a lot of Romani names and such in this game, and I know I can, like, just be blank sometimes. I don't mean to interrupt, but could you tell me how to get to this farm? Sure, stranger. Boris and Sylvia's farm is basically west of here. Go west and a little bit south. You can't miss it. Try some of the stew if you stop by. Like I said, Sylvia makes a mean beef stew. Is that all your pea-sized brain can think of, George? Food? I assume that was George. I assume. There's a special tune you'd like to hear. I can play anything you wish, and I assure you, you won't find a finer minstrel in all of your travels. Yes, awesome. Play. No offense, but I doubt you can play anything I would like to hear. Oh, by the way, Is usually okay. By the way, Romanin is relating to Romania, while Romani is referring to the Romani people, usually referred to. Yes, I don't want to say the G word. I know that word, and this is an old game, and so I know that they use that word, and I'm going to try and make a conscious effort to not say it. Like, that's why I've been like trying to put stress on that, with what information I had. Romanian. Romanian? Romanian is relating to Romania, while Romani is referring to the Romani people, usually referred to with the G word. Romani, by the way. Romani. Okay. I thought it had the ah pronunciation. Both of those are correct pronunciations for Romanian. Okay. I'm hurt, my friend. Do you doubt Joshua's talent? Joshua? Why not only am I the most talented minstrel you'll ever hear play, but you'll find no musician with a finer instrument. Do you play here all the time, sir? Please, my name is Joshua. Yasha? Yasha. I just arrived a short bit ago. I'm a traveling man, you see. My travels only bring me to this village once in a great while. Seth is kind enough to give me room and board, and in return, I agreed to entertain his customer. What about that instrument? Never was a big fan of the violin. This is no simple violin, my friend. I dare say it's probably the finest crafted instrument in the known world. A long time ago, it belonged to another fine musician by the name of, Christian. I was fortunate enough to chance upon the violin myself. Alright. We now have a map as well. That's good. You changed your mind about that drink? I was hoping. Thanks, Sophia, but not now. I'd like to, but I've got things I've got to take care of. Okay, bye. Good to see you again. Better watch out or you just might become a regular here at the Severed Head. Sorry, I imagine there's nothing more annoying than a talkative barkeep, is there? Can I get you anything? Some food, an ale, or wine if you like? Are you just a barkeep or do you own this place? This place is mine. It was passed on to me by my father. If I'm right... Okay. What about wine? Seth, do you have any wine? Yes, Charles, I have a little. I'm afraid it's not very good, though. If you're looking for a good vintage, you had better ask, Kirill. His wine cellar has the finest wine in the valley. Bye. Okay. So, now, according to the walkthrough, I have ribbon and Nepa pipe. So we need to get some other thing. Hello, I'm Annabelle. Hello, Annabelle. My name's Charles. I hope you didn't come here to buy something. You sort of caught me at a bad time. I haven't had much of a chance to get out and pick many herbs. Of course, I do have some fennel seeds I'll sell you for a silver piece. And if by chance you have something I might want to buy, tell me what it is. Fennel seeds. Is there a reason why I would want to buy fennel seeds? I don't know. The seeds have several different properties, so I'm sure you could find a use for them. Do you want to buy them? Yes. Thanks. Here are your seeds. Okay. So, we got some fennel. We're gonna go here. Speak with this gentleman. Good day to you, sir. If you're interested in buying something, please tell me what it is and I will let you know if I have it. You might be interested to know that I've got a fine oil lamp for sale. Do you want to buy it for a silver coin? Yes. Thank you for your business. If there's anything else you'd like to buy, just let me know. Sure. Please don't call me that. I never liked it when people call me sir. My name's Charles, and I'm in charge. My name's John. Are you sure you're not interested in buying anything particular? If so, let me know what it is you would like to purchase. I'm sure I have something you might want to buy. And so, how about some wacky tobacco? Ion? Not John? I thought that was a J. I have been pronouncing a relative of the name Ian. I've been trying to pronounce J's as silent, if I understand. Uh, except I didn't think that they would be silent if they were first. The first letter, I mean. You won't find a finer pouch of tobacco anywhere in the valley. I'm asking a silver coin for it, though. You want to buy a pouch? Yes, please. That is an I, if you're not mistaken. Okay, maybe I did misread it. You might be right. Because that's a capital I right here. Okay, and then we need also... It has a much larger curve if you take a look at the bottom. Yes. You might be right. So, ion. Nail. Now that's something I do have. I'll want a silver piece for a handful of iron nails. Do you want to buy them? Yes. Thank you for your business. Yeah, I wish the font was a little better. It is probably tripping me up the most. But I have a good heart and I'm trying my best. Okay, so enter the tavern. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so the walkthrough is a little inaccurate. Because I've done these already. Is your player depicted in a coffin? I think so. It's just like a little status thing. So if I click on it, it gives the HP and how much weight I'm holding. Do I just leave by clicking on the map itself? I guess so. Village. We want to go to the farmhouse. Okay, so it's just quick travel. Interesting. Big yawn. Yes, it looks exactly like Reb Brown, who was Captain America back in the 70s, or in Space Mutiny. He does kind of have a bit of a Reb Brownish quality to it. I can see it. Boy, didn't anyone teach you to knock before you enter? Something like this could have get a stranger like you killed. Knock. Sorry about that. I would have knocked, but your door was open, and... No need to be hammering me with apologies, and I'll forget about it. Just be thankful I'm not like the others around these parts. Or for that matter, you're darn lucky you didn't come in through the back door. My wife, Silva, would have skinned you alive with that butcher's knife of hers. That woman's always chopping something up. Come to think of it, I'm lucky a finger or two of mine hasn't found its way into her cooking pot. Goodness. What about that? My name's Charles. I'm the one that crashed the other day. But you're the one I've been hearing about. I've been meaning to head out and take a look at the metal beast myself. Too many wolves near the crash, though. Far more than here should be this close to the village. Crash. Could you give me an idea of where I crashed? I'd like to take a look at my plane. Plane, is that what you call that thing? The way it fell from the sky, I reckon it probably fell into my fields to the northeast of here. And to think of it, I'm darn glad I already stripped the fields out of that way. You could have destroyed my entire sneezewort crop, I'll have you know. Sneezewort? I don't even know what sneezewort is. Besides, if you already stripped the fields, then I didn't hurt anything. I wasn't accusing you of destroying anything. Silva doesn't like the stuff anyway. She thinks I should be planting garlic or onions out that way. I keep trying to tell her that garlic don't grow around here, and as far as onions are concerned, I don't like them. Okay. How fun. Garlic and onions. Indeed. Okay, so... I'm just gonna rummage through his house for a bit. Let's talk to his wife. Thought I heard someone come into the house. Forrest didn't talk your ear off, did he? That husband of mine should spend less time yapping and more time working. Here I am cooking his food, and what's he doing? Sitting and yapping to some stranger. Boris? Boris is reading a book. Sorry to disturb you. I think I'll be on my... Reading? Did you say Boris is reading? Well, thank goodness he isn't sleeping. Still, I keep telling him there's plenty of work to be done in the barn, but he just doesn't listen. The eyes look like Jay's. They do a little bit, and I did make that mistake. Barn. You mentioned a barn. I didn't see one on my way to the house. That back behind the house. Food. Oh geez, those are rats you're cutting up. What do you mean you're cooking his food? You like him too? The critter can be hard to catch. They're very clever, you know. They make a fine stew. At times the flesh can be a little tough. Oh, I think I'm gonna get sick. You have to make sure you cut off their hairless little tails. They can get stuck in your throat if you're not careful. I don't want Boris choking to death. Alright, bye. I guess you use garlic and onions and clean them properly. I suppose. Okay, nothing lootable back here. Nothing lootable here. So, we're gonna head outside. A barn. Hey, a pitchfork. Hey, there we go. Got ourselves a pitchfork. Nothing to hit. Go to the crash site. Cowberry plant. Interesting. Creature hit. I have killed the wolf. Creature missed me. There we go. I've done killed the wolf. Game can't decide if I'm hitting or not. There we go. Cowberry plant. Hey buddy, over here. That tree just talked to me. Never thought I would never see another living soul. May the Dark One rot for this. I want my body back. You gotta help me, please. You have to find a way, oh please. The spiders, they're all over me. I can feel them crawling. Help. Help. Help you? How? How did this happen to you? Came to see that thing that fell from the sky. I was hiding among the trees when Kern's dead ones came and took away the bird of iron. Talking tree in an adventure game? Of course there is. I mean, you can't have an adventure game with monsters and stuff without the classic talking tree with the face on it. It's just standard. I was terrified. The dead ones craved the flesh of the living. They heard me somehow. I must have stepped on a twig or something. They came for me. I wanted to run, but I was paralyzed. That's when he appeared. He did this to me and dragged away the iron bird. Dragged? My plane. They dragged away my plane. In which direction did they take it? I don't see any tracks. Oh, no, you don't. You help me first, then I'll tell you where they took this thing you call a plane. I want my body back. Alright. So, I know what I need to do, but this feels weird to do. I'm gonna save. Forest fires make sad bears. I'm not trying to light the knife. There we go. So I've, lit a lamp. Light the knife on fire? That's how you get a butter knife, right? Not quite. I feel bad for what I'm... What I'm about to do has not been approved by the Vatican. Hey, wait! What? What are you doing? I'm going to burn! No, please don't do this! I'm going to burn! No! I've technically freed him from being a tree? Don't need the burned match. But we do want the ashes. So, we're technically done here for right now. We're gonna go to the village now. Yeah, we just, you know, burned a living tree to death for no... I mean, there's going to be a reason we did it, but we don't have a reason for why we did it now. He's mad, I'm telling you. Just be thankful he never leaves that monastery of his. Who cares? More than half the people in this hellish valley are mad. Besides, how do you know he's mad? Have you ever gone to the monastery yourself? King Grant would never light a tree on fire. No, he would just make them cry, if I remember. But, I mean, he had to make the tree cry. That was like, if he made the tree cry, it broke the curse, I think. I barely remember King's Quest V. King's Quest V, right? That was the one with Cedric the Owl. Because of a Weeping Willow, yeah. I have. It's to the northwest of here. Oh, come on. Okay, is that an I-L-U-I-U? Because I thought that's... That looks like a J. That looks like a capital J. There was a similar tree in Quest for Glory 2. Yeah, I remember the tree in Quest for Glory 2, but you didn't have to burn her. You had to remind her of her humanity and basically keep her spirit up, because eventually someone who could break the curse will show up and free her off screen. It gets mentioned in Quest for Glory 3, I think. No. Okay, I remember now. You do everything in Quest for Glory 2, and then in Quest for Glory 3, you tell the hippie alchemist about meeting her, and he immediately decides to go and save her. That's what it was. It looks like Julio. I don't know. Yes, I have been, Claudia. I needed the monk's blessings. Before you ask why, it's none of your business. So are the rumors true that he's the only monk left? All of the monks, except for the one Claudia thinks is mad, are supposed to have died mysterious deaths over the years. I don't know if the rumors are true or not. I only saw one monk when I was there. While White Rabbit... I don't know if I'm familiar with the White Rabbit song. I know there was a song that plays... but I don't remember, admittedly. I should do a Quest for Glory playthrough on Twitch. I like Quest for Glory 1 through 4. I really, really do. Such a great series. It's a real shame You know, it's a real shame that they never had a Quest for Glory 5. It would be really cool if they had made another Quest for Glory game, a fifth one to round out the series. But, and I heard rumors that they were developing one, but I guess it just never came to fruition. Wink, wink. My VTuber can't wink correctly, so I'm saying the word wink. I don't know if the rumors are true or not, but I only saw one monk when I was there. See, they all agree. Quest for Glory 4, a great game. Should have rounded out the series with a nice fifth one. You actually played it. So, I did not get to play Quest for Glory 5, and I refuse to play it to this day because when I was first playing Quest for Glory, I installed it on my Windows XP machine, and then I had to install an old version of QuickTime and an old version of DirectX onto my PC. And then when I ran Quest for Glory 5, it bricked my entire computer. I had to replace my entire computer. And I've never, ever forgiven... I've never forgiven that. QuickTime Player. I don't know if people know what QuickTime Player even is. Okay. Dubai. Okay. Yep, there's the monastery. So we're going to go there now. So the big problem with Quest for Glory 5, it decides which class you are based on your skills. So if you have enough thief skills, it puts you on the thief path, even if you're, say, a fighter. What if you were a paladin with wizard spells? Because that was possible. You could be a paladin with wizard spells. Of course, I only ever did the paladin and the wizard. Then it might put you onto the wizard questline. Ugh, boo. I was like, I only ever did the wizard and the paladin paths. I'm gonna speak with this guy right here. Welcome. It has been some time since we last had a visitor. All are welcome here. Have you need of my services? No matter. If not, know that you are welcome, and that you may go where you please. If you have need of me or my brothers, simply ask. Yeah, you played the thief with magic yourself. Oh, very nice choice. Arcane trickster, if you will. For your services. What kind of services are you talking about? There are many, my friend. For a donation, I can give you a vial of holy water. I can also impart a blessing upon certain items. I do believe at one time that I might have even been able to resurrect the dead. Holy... What would I want with holy water anyway? Vampires. It is their undoing. That's why. And they are everywhere. The lesser vampires. Thief had a lot of fun plot lines. The Thieves Guild in Quest for Glory was fun. And you got to hang out with Peter Lorre? Really? I know who exactly... Was he connected to the Thieves? Because Peter Lorre was the Gravedigger in Quest for Glory 4. That's cool! That's really cool! The only thing I remember was in Quest for Glory 1, you could get the Maltese Blackbird. Like... And that's all I remember of anything, because I didn't play the Thieves' Quest. Vampires. Men and women who hunt in the dark hours, seeking a throat to rip and tear, drinking their victims' warm and salty blood. These vile creatures have a single weakness, and it is the holy water. Do you wish to donate a silver coin in return for a vial of holy water? Yes. My thanks. The monastery's coffers have lightened over the passing years. Here is the vial of holy water. Would you like another? All I ask is for you to donate a silver coin. Yeah, Lori Petrovich was the thief guildmaster. Interesting. Now, what about your brothers? You're not here alone? Where are the other brothers? Alone? By all means, no. There are far too many things to which we must attend. Why, some of the brothers are here right now. Can't you see them? They see you. Isn't that right, Brother Leon? Oh my. Can you bless any of these items I have? And I suppose you'll want a donation. Greed is a trait not tolerated among the Brotherhood, my friend. Blessings are free. It is my duty to perform these for all who ask. If you don't have anything which my blessings will affect, you may return. If you have something to bless, I will do so. Resurrection, eh? Come on, you mean to tell me that at one time you could raise someone from the dead? I probably still could if I had the Cup of Life. The ritual has been taught to each generation of monks, and it's fairly simple. That is in fact an I, so that is definitely if. If I remember, it does require the ashes of the one you wish to resurrect, which usually means the body must be burned. The ashes are then placed within the golden vessel, the Cup of Life, while a monk speaks the words of resurrection. If there's someone you want resurrected, find the cup, and I'll perform the ritual for a donation of 3 silver pieces. What about this vessel? Do you have any idea what happened to the Cup of Life? I believe it was stolen sometime during the 18th century. That's a long time ago, so who knows how many hands it has passed through since then. A golden cup, you say? Indeed. If I recall, it was more of a golden chalice than a cup. The Brotherhood spent many years trying to recover it, but they never succeeded. After a time, the loss of a cup was simply forgotten. Okay, well, we're done here for the time being, I guess. Okay. Where am I? I'm right here. So we're going to explore the monastery a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just love that sound effect. Oh, hey! Oh, you startled me. The Nameless One rarely has visitors, and even when he does, they seldom make their way to my quarters. The monk, is he the Nameless One you're talking about? Yes, I've been here for several years, but during that time, he's never told me his name. Oh, I've asked him enough times, but he simply ignores me. I don't see him very often. I find it hard to leave this desk when my hand won't stop writing. Ask. Who are you? You don't mind me asking. My name's Charles, and I'm in charge. Me? I'm called Pius. It's the name the monk gave me. I don't remember my real name, and I don't recall much about my past. Recall, huh? Can you recall anything before coming in the monastery? Anything at all? No, not really. The last thing I remember was waking up here one stormy night. I was covered from head to toe in my own blood. I was bleeding from dozens of deep scratches and claw marks. Must have been attacked by wolves. There sure are enough of them around here. I owe the Nameless One my life. If it weren't for him, I'd probably be dead. Writing, huh? What do you mean your hand won't stop writing? Sorry about that, but all this writing makes me tired. It doesn't matter, though I keep on writing whether I'm asleep or awake. This forsaken quill, it's cursed. The monk warned me, but I just wouldn't listen. Probably not the first time my curiosity has gotten me into trouble. Forsaken? You're trying to tell me that the quill is cursed? Look at me, do you think I enjoy this? I'm telling you, I can't stop writing. There are many cursed things in this valley. The monk said it's Kern's evil taint. He also told me that the quill once belonged to the Dark Ward's brother, Michael. Cursed, you say? Pius, isn't there a way to get rid of the quill? Maybe I can help you. Actually, there is a way. That's also part of the curse. Every time I try to, tell someone how to help me, the words just won't come out. Ask? Is that what you were trying to say? You have to find a way to ask for help? Like I said, the curse will not let me say something that might help break its grasp. Okay. The quill. Will you give it to me? Yes, at last I'm freed from the quill's curse. How did you... No, never mind. I don't really care. Take the thing. Though the life of me, I don't know why you would want it. Well, I know of an evil couple of people who would want a quill that forces people to write. Alright, let's see. We spoke with Pius, got the quill. And now we're gonna go back into the thing, but first we're gonna see if we can't find any more things. No. A ceremonial gothic mace. Heck yeah, can do 100 damage points. Heck yeah, baby! Now we got ourselves a real undead destroying weapon. Crystal Innate. Certain warlocks and witches have found that the larger pieces of translucent blue chalcedony have hidden healing properties. The rare pieces of this crystal are properly cut and need an enchantment's cast. The crystal can be used to greatly increase the human body's healing abilities, but one must be cautious. The gem's power wanes with use, eventually becoming nothing more than a pretty bauble. Well, I don't know if I actually need this book, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Alright, so in this instance... where I want to go, right? Come on, there we go. Did I not go up here? Oh, there's a cellar. Ah, but it's locked. Let's go back to the village. Okay. And so, I believe I can speak with this. Something I might want to buy. Tell me what it is. I'd be willing to pay you. Sure, you look like you're ready to assault someone with a putter or an asperellum. That's... it looks like a truncheon. It even kind of looks like the thing from Bloodborne. Okay. Cowberry. Cowberry. Would you like to buy some cowberries? I'll give you a silver piece for each that you want to sell me. But I want you to know, I won't sell back what I buy. You want to sell me a cowberry plant? Sell. Thank you very much. You saved me the time I would have to pick. Here's your silver piece. Yep. Bye. Aspergillum. Aspergillum, okay. It rolls off the tongue rather nicely, actually. And that's what the holy water sprinkler was. Oh, really? Well, thankfully, this is just a nice chunky mace. Oh, it's a giant aspergillum? Oh, okay. I just thought it was a mace. It classified itself as a mace. Okay, so we're gonna talk to these people again, because it just seems like these are the... Oh, in Bloodborne. Oh, in Bloodborne it was an aspergillum. Okay. Okay. I heard that Edward had a mysterious package delivered to that Roma fortune teller before the night of his murder. What's her name? Mara? Can't you just give it a rest? I thought we weren't going to talk about him anymore. Aren't you interested in what might be in that package? No, I'm not. But if you're so interested, why don't you go to the Roma camp and ask Mara about the package? I'm not that interested. The Roma camp's all the way to the northeast near Kern's own castle. Seth, could you bring me another ale? And while you're at it, bring around for Claudia in... Okay, so we definitely know that's an I for sure now. Iluya? Iluyu. Don't know. That's gonna be hard. I-U-L-I-U. Uliu. 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 I'm taking a guess. Uliu. Don't phone me for a friend if you're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Uliu? Possibly. Let's go to the Romani camp. How you doing? My name's Carolus. My name's Charles, and I'm in charge. I'm kind of new around here. Say, what are you carving? You mean you can't tell? Oh well, I never claimed to be the greatest woodworker. I'm hoping that when I'm finished, this piece of wood here will be a flute. Woodworker, you say? Thank you, Seth. I was almost tempted to name our protagonist something else, but I figured naming him, he looks like a Charles, and just, we're in charge of Charles. Really, it isn't that bad. I'm sure you're a very good woodworker. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll prove to you that I'm not all that bad. You find me a good piece of wood, a sturdy tree limb, or something, I'll carve you something special. Prove? Honestly, you don't have to prove anything. I insist. Besides, if you like what I make, you might become a regular customer. Next thing you know, you'll be wanting to make all kinds of things. I like his attitude. Very friendly, very genial. Special. What do you mean by special? Well, now, that all depends on the wood you bring me. Different woods can be made into different things. I have to see the wood for it to reveal its potential. Would you like a wooden pipe? Let's speak with the fortune tarot, who's dealing in tarot. I can't remember. I'm actually drawing a blank now. Was there a fortune teller in Quest for Glory 4? I genuinely don't remember. I feel like there is. I feel like there's a fortune teller. Yeah, they were Roma too. Yeah. I was like, you have to, like, her son is a werewolf, right? And you have to break the curse on her son? If I'm remembering correctly? It's been a... Admittedly, I've only played Quest for Glory 4 the least. I've played 1, 2, and 3 more than I played 4. But they're all werewolves, no curse. You have to get them out of jail, though. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking that her son was cursed with being a werewolf. They're the good werewolves, though. They're not, like, evil werewolves. Alright. Greetings. My name's Mara. Maria? Maria! Duh, it's not a J. I keep falling for it. It's Maria. Her name is Maria. Have you come to me for a foretelling? If so, it will cost you 1 silver coin. Foretelling. Foretelling. Cross my palm with silver for a card reading. So much for that old legend. You mean, like, tell the fortune? What the heck? It can't hurt. Give me your palm. As I close my eyes, I see it's a dark and dank place. I cannot see clearly, but I know you are there. You have a hammer in your head, and your arm is rising and falling. Wait, there's something else. Nails. I see iron nails. That is all. Interesting. Uh. Okay. But do you know anything about Edward? Edward's package? Ah, yes, I remember. I had almost forgot about that package. Edward was a strange man. He came to me many times for card readings and to discuss the occult. I don't think the man had many friends, so he came here to me as often as possible. I saw his death. When I told him, he didn't seem surprised. The next day, he sent me this package. The day after, I learned that he was murdered. There's only one thing in the package, a key. I don't know what it's used for, so you might as well have it. Key? Okay, I guess she gave me the key already. Yep, there's the key, right there. Very nice. Okay. Anyone else that I can visit here at the Romani camp? Won't let me go further down. Who is this? Hello, I'm Carmen. I'm a healer. Are you hurt? If so, I can tend to your wounds. Or is it something else that you want? I can make many different potions. Potions, you say? What kind of potions are you talking about? That all depends on your need. I can make elixirs of healing for many of the villagers. Those take a long time to make. More time than I have at the moment, that is. But if you could find the correct ingredients, I might be able to make a potion that could cure the madness. Ingredients, you say? What exactly do I need to make this potion? Requires use of 2 plants, seeds of fennel and leaves of betony. I'll also need a lock of hair from the one who suffers, and a wide belly jar with a face painted. With these, I'm fairly sure I can make the draw, of course. I've never tried. I can't find all the needed ingredients. Well, I have some fennel. That's okay, Carmen. I'm not really hurt at all. Ah. Well then, don't scare me like that. I'd appreciate it if you only asked for help when you needed it. Okay. Bye. Bye. So we got a healer if we ever do need it. We shouldn't need healing, because I did put it on easy combat. Kern's Fortress. Okay, so get a key. Where am I supposed to use the key, though? Supposed to go to his basement. Oh. Okay, that was up there. That was a locked door. Okay, never mind. We did it. And we used the key automatically. Interesting. Hey! More money. I do like money. That's a lot of money. We're doing really good. Hey, what do you know? Another sack. A strength potion. And a full elixir. Interesting. Well, I'm going to put some other things in there. Just to clear up some inventory space. Yeah, get rid of those pages. I don't need those pages. Useless. Anything else I can just put in my bag of goodies here? Go ahead and put the nails there. And the ashes. There we go. Then put the key in this box as well. Nope. Can't put the key in this coffer. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Freed my inventory up a bit. We don't have to worry about bats. So let's not worry about the bats. Oh, dead end. Okay. How spook? Oh, I mean, this game is not going to be spooky in the least. I guess it's more just thematically appropriate. Like we've found a dead body and we burned a living tree to death. It's kind of it so far, but like, it's just good atmosphere. Hey. A good day's work. Okay. Nothing to take, you see. I'm gonna go back to that iron gate. Because old games like this also fell into another trope. Mazes! Do you like mazes? Because there's gonna be a lot of mazes. Mazes and Monsters is a far out game. You have to find a key to spin the key to. I haven't had that situation yet. Ahaha! Speaking of. Oh. Wine cellar key. Well, we just broke into Kirill's basement and took his wine. Very funny. What's in this sack? Nothing of value is in this sack. Using the cellar key, we've escaped. Well, now we have some wine. I just took your wine. Don't get upset with me. Okay. Then the next thing that we want to do now is go back to the bar, because now we've got some wine for this wine guy. I guess let's talk with him. I'm telling you, you won't find a better silversmith than Erasmus. His shop is in the village to the northeast of here. Joshua, you could play us something new, something we haven't heard before. Why, of course, Yuliu, something new, eh? I know where his shop is. I've been to the other village before, see the magistrate. And I don't doubt Erasmus's skill. All I said is that I'm not sure I can spare the silver pieces to have what I want made. You two quit bickering and drink. While you're at it, why don't you buy me another ale, George? Oh, no you don't. It's Claudia's turn. I bought the last round. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and save. New save game. It's wine time, baby. If you don't mind me asking, is that a bottle of Kirill's wine you have? How did you ever get your hands on? I mean, Kirill guards his wine collection like... Sorry, I don't mean to ramble. I'll tell you what. I'll break open that bottle. We'll drink a toast. A toast from the fine gold goblet of mine. I like that, Seth. I'd like that a lot. That bottle of wine is the finest around. And the way Kirill hoards his wine collection, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Seth, this is gonna tick you off, but I'm gonna need to keep the goblet for a while. I promise I'll give it back later, but I need it for now. Rare to have a character named Seth? Yeah, that is kind of true. Also, it seems like Charles here is taking the phrase, possession is 9/10 of the law, quite literally. We just jacked the gold goblet from him. You've given it to me. It's mine now. Wait 1 minute, what do you mean you need my goblet? Give it back now. Sorry, Seth, but I have to keep it. I'll bring it back after I'm done with it, I promise. And that's how we're one gold goblet richer. Okay, let's go to a monastery. So hey, you can do resurrections, right? There's someone you want resurrected. Find the cup, and I'll perform the ritual. Yep. Got it right here. By the light, you've actually found the cup of life. And I see you've got someone's ashes as well. You don't mind, I'll take the cup, silver coins, and ashes and perform the ritual immediately. And hey, it's that guy we burned to death when he was a tree. Yes, he's alive. I've brought a man back from the dead. One who has retained his soul, unlike the flesh-eating dead ones. I'm gonna go ahead and save again. He was a Burning Man, am I right? What the? I'm alive! Can't believe this. I'm alive and back in my own body. Sorry about what I did, but there was no other choice. Now where is my plane? What makes you think I'm gonna tell you anything? Sure, you could have found another way. You have no idea how painful it was to burn. I'll tell you what I should do. You should tell me where my plane is, you ungrateful. I'll gladly tell you where your plane is. The dead ones took it to the swamp. Yes, the swamp. I hope they cast it into the quagmire. If they did, you'll never see your plane again. I'm leaving. May the Dark One take your soul. Oh yeah? Well, you don't have any clothes on, and I saved your life. So I'm the victor. Okay, let's go back to the village. And I believe that means that we have fulfilled another part of the prophecy. Let's see here. Hey. You changed your mind, my friend? What can I play for you? Come now, you must give me a chance to prove that I'm the finest minstrel. Okay. The prophecy was nudity the whole time. Pretty much. Okay, so we're done. I had already talked to him, apparently. Okay, let's go to the swamp. The swamp. Hydrate, absolutely. And a stretch. Gonna take a moment to stretch it out. Stretch it out. Nice. Pick up a machete, because you always need a machete. And a gun. And what's this? It's a rope. Goodness. Someone just left a bag out here. Nothing in the bag, though. But a lighter. Is that our lighter? Was that our bag then? Okay, there's a hole in the ground right here. What we want to do, use the rope. Right here, apparently. That hole really did look part of the ground. We're in the caves again? No. Okay. Ooh, no music for this cave. There are bats, though. Interesting. Really no music at all? Goodness. Well, we found another pouch. What's in this other pouch? Oh, it's $4! Nice. Okay, okay. That's what I'm talking about. We're we're finding money like nobody's business. I tell you what. Oh yeah. 4 silver coins? I presume that this game takes place like during like the 1930s. That's my presumption. We're a small cargo pilot that crashes in Romania, and that's what makes sense to me. Just gonna pick some of these mushrooms, man. Okay, they're literally in my way. I took 1 hit point of damage. Said my inventory is full. Well, I tell you what, I'm about to have a bag of mushrooms. And then there we go. That's pretty much what we came down here for, was for the mushrooms, but we got paid to do it. Paid. All right then. Let's see what awaits us this way. I think this is the way I came. It's not. It's a dead end with only bats. So we're gonna leave. Goodness gracious, there really is no music in this cave. No sound effects, no nothing. Am I blind or something? Where's the rope that I climbed in here with? Hmm. More mushrooms. Well, got a whole bag of them. I don't need more. Goodness. It is really just this silent. Oh, this is not good. I hope I'm not trapped down here. That would be bad if I am. I've gone the entire way. I swear this is where I came from, but I didn't see. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Interesting. That was a mild concern. Also, there should be music playing regardless. Okay, well, the music's back now that I'm back to the village. Spooky. But we want to go in here now. That was weird. Kinda janky. These old games have that risk, though. Okay, so we're... Hey, it's a boy. You're the man George was talking about. He said you were a monster, but you're just a man. Monster? You think the monster that George was... I think the monster that George was talking about is my plane. Plane? I'd never heard of one. Are you sure it isn't a monster like the werewolf that attacked Mother? Maybe you can show me this plane, if it's alright with my dad? I don't think that's a good idea right now. Maybe some other time, before I leave this place. You're just like Dad. He never lets me do anything. All he ever wants to do is show me how to make candles. I don't care about candles. I want to see the thing that fell out of the sky. Goodness. Well, for some reason, we need to ask him about Natalia. Anton, your father tells me you have a very good friend who is sick. Oh, if I spoke to his father first. Natalia. That doesn't think I know she's going to die. I'm not stupid. I've seen others that had the madness, and they all died. He won't even let me go see her. No one said you're stupid, Anton. You should realize there's always a chance that Natalia may live. I know. But I still Dad would let me see her. I'm just glad that Natalia agreed to swap locks of her hair before she went mad. At least I'll have something to remember her by if she dies. Locks, you say? I know it means a lot to you, but can I have the lock of hair Natalia gave you? If I give it to you and Natalia dies, then I won't have anything to remember her by. Tell you what, you can borrow it for a while, but I want it back, okay? Yes. Sure. Maybe your dad doesn't want you to see her because he's afraid you'll get the madness. You can't catch the madness, it's not like a cold. Dad says it's the pale prince's evil soul reaching out and touching his children, the people in the valley. Dad says we're all forsaken, lost to the rest of the world. How grim. Alright, well, let's speak with Father, the candlestick maker of the broomstick and the butcher maker. Hello, my name's Joseph. I don't recall seeing you before. You wouldn't be the stranger that everyone's talking about. The Outlander that fell from the sky? Outlander. Outlander, I guess I've been called worse. My name's Charles. I'm in charge. My son Anton heard George talking about you in Ian's storehouse the other day. Eon. I must say, the nature of this valley has worked its way into my son's imagination. He said you're more bird than man, covered in glistening scales of steel and armed with long, sharp talons. I hope the madness doesn't touch Anton. Ever since my wife's death, he's had such terrible nightmares. Now I find him describing you as some kind of beast. I'm sorry to hear about your wife. I wouldn't worry about Anton. I think he heard of my plane. It's quite alright. Death is an ever-present companion in this. I've learned to accept the fact that my wife, like so many here, met a most untimely death. Anton and I live here alone. I've managed to make a modest living as a candle maker. There's always a need for light in a place as dark as the valley. Candle, you see. Yes, I'm definitely interested in a candle, Joseph. I only ask for a silver piece for each candle, so would you like to buy one? Here's your candle. If you're ever interested in buying another, please ask. Alright, well, tell me about Anton. Do you mind if I talk to your son? No, go right on ahead. You'll find him in his bedroom. I would ask you not to try and remember not to mention anything about Natalia. She's a good friend of his, one who's very sick and dying. Well, I already did that. Bye! Let's go back up here. Then we're gonna leave. Hey! You upset, buddy? What the hell do you want? Get out of here. I won't speak until you give me back my cup. Well, your cup is back where it belongs. So, oops. Okay. You're not gonna say anything new. Let us depart. Now we are going to go to the other village. Ooh, how ominous. Okay. What's going on? This is that silversmith. Oh, there, what can I do for you today? My name's Erasmus. Look at the sign outside your shop is your silversmith. What kind of things do you make? I suppose I can forge just about anything from silver. I can also plate a lot of things, if that's what you would like. Plate. What kind of things can you plate? About anything, I guess. But can't you read me wrong? You're gonna have to tell me what it is you want plated. Alright, well. Gotta be careful, because there is a way to get the game to freeze by messing with him. So we're definitely not going to get too involved. If you're looking for Constantine, he's in the other room. Constantine, is he your son? Excuse me while I spit out these leaves. Yes, Constantine's my son. The only one I've got. Nobody ever comes here to see me, so I figured you're here to see him. What about those leaves? You don't mind me asking, what exactly are you chewing on? Betony. It sort of tastes like mint, so I like the taste, and it's supposed to cleanse the blood. If you don't know what it's good for, you'll have to ask Annabelle. Mint, say. It tastes like mint leaves. Do you mind if I try one? Sorry, but I don't have many leaves left, and they're really hard to find, from what Constantine tells me. He's the one that goes out and picks the stuff. If you want some, you'll have to ask him where he finds it and get your own. Alright, well, we're gonna do that. Just you see. We'll find some Betony of our own, with some blackjack and hookers. Hello, I'm Constantine. As you can see, I'm a collector of sorts. Well, actually, I'm a historian, but I also collect relics of this valley. Historian, you say? What kind of history do you study? I devote most of my time to this valley's past. I'm particularly interested in Nicola, the lord that ruled this valley before it was engulfed in shadow, and his sons. Nicola, you say? What happened to this Lord Nicola? He was murdered by his son, Kern. At least that's what I believe. Or I could say he was a thief. You see, there was no proof, and with his father and brothers dead, Kern was dominance. Kern won dominance of this valley. This thief, you see. Why would a thief want to kill Nikolai? Sounds more like an assassination. I agree, but it was written that on the night of Nikolai's death, many valuables were stolen from the Lord's castle. Among those valuables was Nikolai's signet ring. So you see, it was thought that the thief attempted to steal the ring while Nikolai slept. When the Lord awoke, he must have struggled with the thief. He was stabbed in the back with a dagger. No one was there to hear Nikolai's cries for help, so he bled to death in the passing of an hour. Relics, you see. Say, there seems to be some interesting stuff here. Is there anything you would sell? Ah, fellow collector, my apologies, but most of the relics here are very valuable to me. I do have one piece, a talisman of sorts that I would part with for 2 silver coins. I haven't a clue what it may be good for. I might want to brave a trip to that old witch at the crossroads. She might tell you. That's if she doesn't eat you first. Do you want to buy the talisman? I will. Thank you. I do hope you find some use for the charm. Remember, the old witch at the crossroads might know what it's good for. I'd hate the thought of taking your money for a worthless trinket. Well, tell me about his sons. How many sons did Nikolai have? There were 7. Alexander, Theodore, Nathan, Michael, Kern, Christian, and the youngest, Peter. Alexander. What would you tell me about Alexander? He was a warrior, one of the finest swordsmen ever from what I've read. He eventually met his match, though. He dueled with a stranger never before seen in the valley. Alexander was killed and then beheaded with his own rapier. After the duel, the strange swordsman took Alexander's head up to the bar and deposited it there, as if it were a bag of coins. That's how the tavern got its name, the Severed Head. Instead of fleeing, this man waited for the Lord's guard to seize him and hang him. He never resisted, only laughed as he was dragged to the gallows and hung. Goodness. This Fyodor, what kind of son was he? Well, he was vain, terribly vain. He abused his father's position and spent his coins on booze and wenching. Why, once his father was away, Fyodor had a coin minted with his own image on it. Nikolai was furious when he returned from his travels. He had many of the coins found and destroyed, but I think that to this day some of the coins still exist. In the end, Fyodor must have angered some unknown person, because he was found in a dark alley with his skull split open. I don't think there was many that grieved the death of Fyodor. What about Nathan? You know much about him? Nathan loved to hunt, so he spent a lot of the time in a small cottage he had built in the dark forest. He died in a hunting accident. I believe that it was thought that a bear or wolf got to him. Of course, there wasn't much of his body left, so it was hard to tell. What about Michael? Michael was the weakest of the brothers, so he dedicated his life to scholarly duties. Fortunately, before he grew into full manhood, he died of some disease. Goodness. What about Kern? Kern, what can you tell me about him? I prefer not to discuss that evil one. Suffice to say, he is the thing that brought all this evil to the valley. He rules completely. No one can oppose him. The people of this valley are his sustenance upon which he feeds upon. Goodness. What about Kristen? Fine minstrel from what I've read. Like all his brothers, he too died a strange and mysterious death. Okay. What about Peter? Although his body was never found, it was believed that he drowned. The pony he had been riding was found washed ashore. I'd probably imagine that it's probably sunk to the depths of Blackwater's murky depths. This Blackwater you mentioned sounds like a lake, but I don't recall seeing any water in the valley. You're right, it is a lake. A large one at that. It lies at the very center of this valley. Not very many people go there. It's supposed to be inhabited by will-o-wisps, creatures that feed on a human's life force. From what I remember, legends say there's an island in the center of the lake. Of course, nobody's crossed that body of water since the old ferryman drowned. That was well over 100 years ago. Okay, but you know what? Your mother told me that you had some betony. What do you know about a plant called betony? Betony, my mother likes to chew this stuff. It's not easy to find, but I've discovered a small patch in a remote place in the cemetery. I picked the patch clean last time I was there, but betony grows fast. There might be some more now. Alright. So we'd have to go to the cemetery to get some betony. Who are you? Suppose you're here to speak to the magistrate? You'll find him in the next room, sir. And please, do not keep him long. Alexei realizes his duty as Kern's magistrate, but he hates to be bored by little unimportant things. Goodness. Great, another villager. What can I do for you? And please be quick. I don't like those who waste my time. I didn't come to waste your time. I'm Charles, the one who crashed the other day. So you're the one. In that case, I'm glad you came here. I'm the magistrate of this valley. It's Curran, the Dark Lord himself, who has given me the power to govern this domain of his. Tell you what I tell all outsiders. Obey my laws. If you don't, you'll find yourself hanging right beside that murderer Ambrose. What exactly are these laws that I must obey? Let it suffice to say that nothing that doesn't please me or my master is considered breaking the law. In the meantime, you might want to take it upon yourself to do me some good. Being an outsider, I'm sure you need some money. Well, there is just so happens a way you can earn yourself a nice purse of silver. Purse of silver? Come to think of it, I could use the coins. What do I have to do? There's one in the valley who's a werewolf, a lycanthrope. Curran usually lets such creatures live, for it pleases him. But this werbeast has become most troublesome. Slay it, and the bounty is yours. Kill a werewolf? I don't have the slightest idea how to kill a werewolf, let alone to find out who it is. Legends say that if you confront such a beast in human form, and brand that person a werewolf, thus revealing the secret, that it will change into the wolf. Werbeast must then kill all who know its true identity before it can once again take on its human form. You see, finding out a werewolf is the only part of the problem. You must also kill the beast. I tell you this, no normal weapon can kill such a thing. Murderer, huh? Murder? Not you too. I had more unrest after the hanging of Ambrose than I should have put up with. As far as I'm concerned, Ambrose is the one that killed Edward. If you beg to differ, I'll tell you what I told all the others. Find me proof that it was another's hand that took Edward's life, and I'll hang him too. You mean you might have hung an innocent man? Are you sure it was him? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it was Ambrose that spilled Edward's blood. Even if it wasn't, I had to hang someone. You can bring me 3 pieces of evidence that it was someone else. I'll hang the true murderer. Do you have any evidence on you that may make me believe that it was someone else who murdered Edward? I found this piece of torn shirt in Edward's house. It probably was torn from the shirt of Edward's murderer. That piece of cloth could be from anyone's shirt. You'll have to do better than that. You'll need to find out who owns the shirt that it was torn from. It appears that you do not have any other evidence. Okay. Well, he's evil. Goodness. Oh, hey! A shovel. I can dig it. There's people here, too. I don't know who you are, but we don't like strangers bothering us here. Everyone knows Kristana can't speak. There's nothing I can do for you. It would be best if you leave. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. My name's Charles. I'm the outsider that crashed here not too long ago. You're the one I've heard about. I'd be careful if I were you. Outsiders don't tend to live long around here. It's a shame Kristana is in that trance of hers. She was always interested in stories of the outside world. Kristana is very pretty. Is she your daughter? No, she's not, but I've been like a mother to her. Nobody else was willing to take care of the girl, so I do. What happened to her must have been terrible. She doesn't deserve this, you know. What about... You know what happened to her? Have you tried finding a way to get her to snap out of the trance? I don't know the whole story, actually. I don't know much of the story at all. Only Kristana knows the whole truth. She's been in this trance since shortly before the death of her betrothed. Carol's son. For the life of me, I can't recall his name. I've tried everything I can think of to get her to snap out of this trance, but nothing's worked. I've spoken names of people and places, anything to jog her memory. If you can do better, go ahead and try. Goodness. The girl just stares blankly. Nope. That's all I have going for me. Nothing in here. Nothing in here either. Goodness. Wait, can I pick up the... I can pick up the parsley branch. Nice. Who's this? You don't have someone you want me to bury, do you? It's been a while, and I'm just dying for the chance to dig a grave. Who knows, maybe I'll get the chance to dig yours. Even if I had someone to bury, why would I have you do it? Because it's my job. I'm Kreger, the caretaker. That means I dig graves, and I must say I like it. Some abhor the thought of digging graves. You know, working with the dead. I, on the other hand, see it in a different light. I'm laying people to rest, and rest in this forsaken place means peace. At least for some people, that is. Okay. Surprised you're not busy, man, with all the death to be found in this valley. You just have to rub it in, don't you? There may be a lot of death in this valley, but very little of it is true death. There are too many people eaten by wolves or zombies, turned into vampires, or just plain missing, never to be found. If something doesn't happen soon, I may forget my way to the graveyard. I mean, if this keeps up, I may have to take things into my own hands, you know? Go out and create work for myself. What do you think? I don't think you should become a serial killer. I think you've really lost it. You're crazy. If you tell me where the cemetery is, I'll be on my way. Not far from this village. While you're there, take a moment and admire some of my work. I think you'll like it. I hate to disappoint you, but I don't think you'll be getting the chance to dig my grave. That's what they all say, my friend. That's what they all say. Remember that when you find yourself overcome with the madness, or clenched in the jaws of a wolf, you may get eaten, and I might not get to bury your body, but at least I'll get your name added to the Book of Souls. What's this Book of Souls? Oh, now, you don't think all I do is dig graves, do you? Book of Souls. It's a book containing all the names of the dead and how they died. When I see this Book of Souls, I might need a name from its pages. I don't have to show you anything. I'm definitely not going to let you rummage through the Book of Souls. Goodness. Wolves are bad news indeed. Okay. He's not going to be helpful. An empty bottle of fine wine. Don't know if I need an empty bottle. A torn shirt. And a strength potion. Interesting. He has a torn shirt. Edward. Nothing. Okay. What happens if I present... Going a little off script here, of course. Evident. Here's one of Kreger's shirt with a torn sleeve. What do you think of that? Interesting. We'll have Bayard check on this. We'll see if what you say is true. Find this empty wine bottle in Kreger's house along with the others, just like it. You'll find the same bottles in Edward's house. I'll have Bayard check on this. Kreger does have parsley growing in his garden. So what? What are you going to do? What does parsley have to do with anything? More evidence and your theory might stand up in court. Okay. I guess I need to learn about parsley then. For what reason, I don't know. Let's go to... Let's see. Oh shoot, I missed. Etany. Ooh. Oh no! Satan! You cannot pass. No one may pass. What in the world are you? I wish to enter the mausoleum. Why won't you let me pass? I am despair. I am evil. I am the master's servant, and I am lost to salvation. So shall you be. None shall pass while my soul torments. My salvation is the key. I fear I am lost to salvation. My master's grip upon my soul is complete. What about your master? What is this master you're talking about? You must let me pass. No! He who drinks the blood, the slayer of men, consumer of souls, Kern allows no one to pass. Well, you know what? Fine. I didn't even want to pass. Let's go back to the Roma camp. Now I have potion. Ingredients. Oh, poopy. What's up, Seth? Is everything okay? Yes. You need everything that I need. Where do I get the bottle, then? Oh, you meant about the devil. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's the devil. It just all of like the red like blood coveredness that he had going for him. Okay. Maybe tell me more? Okay, so let's see. Where am I gonna get that jar? This, believe it or not, this walkthrough certainly didn't tell me anything about the jar that I need. Or maybe it's because I have to go here now. It did. I just jumped ahead. And it happened while we were all here. I still can't believe it. I can still hear the cries of pain and that terrible howling and snarling noise. All he wanted was to retire to his room for a short break. I wonder how the werewolf managed to get through the upstairs window. What do you think, Seth? I don't know. I just really don't know. Blood, it's all over the room. It's gonna be a while before anyone stays there again. I'm gonna gather his body to bury it. That's what I want to know. I'll have nothing to do with that. Would you please all just quit talking about this? I'll take care of the body and make sure there is a proper burial. Okay, so let's check out the room then. Oh, he was upstairs. Hey! What do you want? Didn't Seth tell you that somebody was renting out this room? I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm new around here. That's alright. I wasn't doing much anyway. You said you're new around here. Are you that guy that Kirill's servant rescued from that thing? Let me give you a little bit of advice that might help you keep you alive. What advice would that be? For starters, you should arm yourself with something. Because there's too many wolves around here these days. I always carry on a nice sharp knife myself. Some of the more horrible supernatural creatures are concerned, I don't know what's effective against them. That's why I stay close to the village and indoors most of the time. Whatever you do, leave Crazy Frank to himself. I've learned that the hard way and lost a tooth for it. First I wanted revenge, but now I've gotten over it. Goodness. Who's Crazy Frank? He lives by himself in a hut further north. For as long as I can remember, he's lived by himself. He hates to have other people around him. I had to go see Frank once. That's when he jumped me. I thought I could take him, but he's a very strong fellow. Might have been better off trying to scare Frank into telling me what I wanted to know, but then again, I don't think Frank's an easy guy to scare. Pause. How did you lose a tooth? Frank jumped me. We got into a fight. I was kicking his butt until he got a good right hand that knocked out my tooth of mine. Can you fight a wolf with a knife? I mean, in this game I certainly can. Especially in easy mode. But I've also got, like, a machete, a mace, a pitchfork, and a gun. I've got some weapons. But I got him back with a left that hit him square in the mouth and knocked out more than one of his teeth. Of course, that's when he really got mad. I took quite a beating after that. Oh, goodness. Well, what's this revenge? How are you going to get revenge against a crazy man? After the fight, I went back and picked up some of the teeth I knocked out of Frank's mouth. And I went to see the Roma woman, Maria. Figured that since the tooth was Frank's, I could get her to make me a voodoo doll. I wanted to kill Frank, you know. But I couldn't do that now. Besides, Maria said she wouldn't create something that I would use for such an evil purpose. Now I keep Frank's tooth as a reminder to leave him alone. Is that the whole tooth and nothing but the tooth? It may sound strange, but would you mind giving me that tooth? Yes, I would. I wouldn't mind selling it to you if you really wanted it. I'll trade it for a silver coin. I'd more than compensate for any sentimental value. Sure, thanks. Now I'm glad I kept the tooth for so long. And that was nothing but the tooth. Who are you again? Out! Get out of here now! I'll have nothing to do with the likes of you. Dude, I literally restored you to your body. I know, it was in a very horrific way, but I could have left you as a tree. I didn't want to leave you as a tree. What a normal thing to have in my pocket. I mean, yeah. Oh, there we go. Give me that violin. What's in this sack? I did not want to put an empty sack. I'm actually pretty good on money. I'm doing really good for myself money-wise. Tell you what, though, this has got some very similar inventory management, like Ultima. Don't know if I care for that. Okay, so now I have to go back. I still feel bad for him. He was the minstrel was a cool guy. Just wanted to play me a song. And now he'll never get to do it. Because the werewolf killed him. And while we're here, we're going to go here. I'm going to ask her about parsley. Would you like to buy some parsley? I should throw you out for even trying to sell me parsley. It's an evil plant. I'll have nothing to do with it. I said you should get rid of it before someone else sees you carrying it around. Why is it evil? What's evil about parsley? From where I come, I don't care what they do with it where you come from. It's evil, I tell you. They say its roots grow all the way down to hell itself, and that only murderers grow parsley. Okay, so purely a superstitious thing, but we've learned what we needed to learn about parsley. But wait, we're not done. Going back down. Back to that gate that I had found. How are you supposed to know that this key goes to that gate, though? Yeah, right here. We're right here, so we need to go there. Oh. Use the catacomb keys to open the door. Alright. That was a dead end. Music is certainly ominous. Oh! Another pouch. And hey, there's a signet ring. What's in this pouch? Money! Gosh, I have so much money. Oh gosh. I was genuinely concerned that I would not have a lot of money. A torch. Continue. I think there's only one other place that I haven't explored. No, I explored that. No. I gotta go over here now. Thank goodness that this game has like that mapping thing. That is really, really useful. No lie. Where I come from? Okay. I'm mildly concerned because my carrying capacity's almost maxed out. Hey, just what we're looking for. Where are these other jars? Okay, we're done. We got everything that we wanted from these catacombs. I will say, it is kind of tedious to go through these mazes. Am I going in the right direction? Yes. Now I can make the potion. Which I kind of want to do, so I spend my money. Okay, let's go back to the Romani camp. Get this potion made. Make. We have the wide belly jar and a lock of hair, fennel seeds, and betony leaves. Very nice. Look at that. Making a potion. Give me one moment while she makes that potion. Here we go. There, I'm done. Take the potion and use it well. I hope it does what it's supposed to. We one on it. There we go. And bye. Okay. Fun. So, leave. Didn't encounter someone upstairs. Here, upstairs from here. Yeah, we're gonna. It's his daughter. We never actually went up this way. Believe it or not. Aw, sad music. Well, don't worry. Once I find out that it's your daughter who's sick, we have the cure. Oh, here, please take this. You must get Natalia to drink the potion. It will heal your daughter, I promise. You please leave. I'm no fool. You're making things much worse for me. Don't you realize that? Please listen to me. That potion has the power to heal Natalia. You'll never know whether or not I'm telling the truth unless you give it to her. Alright, alright. I just pray that this potion works. Oh my goodness, it worked! It worked! No, Natalia! How could I ever repair you? Wait, take this golden pin. It's made from solid gold. You can keep it or pawn it for silver. I can't take the pin. I did what I did because I wanted to help your daughter. And heal her you did. Take it. I won't take no for an answer. Well, cool. The rich get richer. We've never really have believed it, but it really did work. Natalia's already looking so much better. I really don't know how to thank you. No need to thank me. I'm just glad Natalia's alright. And besides, you've given me a fine gold pen. Just wish there was more that I could have done for you. I'm sorry. I was so mean to you at first. I was troubled. I don't know what I would have done if Natalia had died. It's okay. This is the first time you've met me, and you weren't mean at all. They're gone, Mama. Oh, Mama, they're gone. You must be the man Papa was talking about. He said you're going to... Shh, baby, you were very sick. You know that your father is no longer with us. I'll get you some broth, and then I want you to... I know that Papa's gone, Mama, but I talked to him. He stayed with me. He kept the others from taking me. Mister, Papa said you're supposed to go to the graveyard. He'll be waiting for you. He wants to help you because he said you're going to help us all. Interesting. What does that mean? Also, is the man downstairs not your father? The graphics make the smile look so creepy. I mean, kinda. It's endearing in its own way, at least to me sometimes. Like, whenever Charles here smiles, he looks kind of like a predator. But when everyone else smiles, it's kind of fine. Let's go to the crossroads. Don't be frightened. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't hurt you. As you can see, my body is quite dead. I've been hanging here for over a week now. Holy hell. That's okay, I'm not frightened, just a little surprised. You didn't expect to find a hangman that talks, eh? Well, neither would I, not even in this cursed valley. I normally wouldn't speak to a stranger, but I wanted to warn you about the old crone in the hut. Warn, huh? Why would you want to warn me? Because I know what it's like to die an untimely death. I wouldn't want to see the same happen to you, even if you are a stranger. Very Disco Elysium. Well, I don't think love is what killed this gentleman. Or communism. You're not careful, you might end up in her iron pot. Or worse, parts of you stuffed into some jar, only to be used later in preparation for some dark spell of hers. The witch is completely overcome with insanity, no telling what she might do. Insanity, you say? You say the old crone is mad. Why? We've talked, her and I must say that we've learned to despise each other. She wants something I can find, a key to the ancient library beneath the monastery. But I won't give it to her. Never. Over the years, she had killed all the monks save one, and like her, he is now mad. This key you're talking about, would you give it to me? Yes, I will give you the key, but before you do, you must redeem my soul. I want free of this rotten corpse. What's to be done to free your soul? The true murderer has to be found and hanged, like me. What did you do anyway? It must have been pretty bad if you were hanged for it. That's just it, I didn't do anything. That's why my spirit is trapped within this lifeless carcass. The magistrate had me hung for the murder of Edward, but I didn't do it. But that didn't matter. The magistrate had to hang somebody as an example, and he chose me. You mean to tell me that the magistrate hung you simply to set an example? Yes, the magistrate has made a pact with the Dark Lord. He rules this valley in Kern's name, and commits whatever acts the Dark Lord wishes. The magistrate not only took my life, but condemned me to this hellish existence, and so I shall suffer until someone redeems my soul. I can be sure it was the old crone that killed the monks. Unless somebody frees my soul, I'm doomed to exist between the worlds. The spirits of the slain monks come every now and then. They speak to me. They scorn the witch as much as I. And now we have what she seeks. The key. There's a book in the library that she wants. A book of dispelling ghosts called Etheric Rites. She thought the monks knew where the key was hidden, but she was wrong. When the hag finally accepted the monk's ignorance, only one remained alive, and he's mad, driven insane by the brutal deaths of his fellow brothers. Well, I know just how to redeem you, because I have all of the information now. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and that's going to be the last quest that we finish up for this stream. I'm enjoying this. I think I will finish the other half of this game next week. Ultimately, this has been a good experience. Evidence. Gregor has parsley in his garden. Annabelle, the apothecary, told me that murderers often grow such a plant in their garden. Interesting. So I was wrong. Oh well, I'll have Gregor taken and hanged immediately. I'll also officially declare Ambrose as innocent. Bye! Let's go here. And yeah, he's gone. He's gone! He's gone! Do I really need more money? Serious question. I don't know if I need the torch. I'm gonna leave the torch here. And if I need the money, I'm gonna come back for it. Book of Souls. Rajic, date of birth unknown, succumbed to the madness in the spring of 1898. The body disappeared before burial. Thank goodness it doesn't add to your encumbrance. Possibly. Don't really know. Andre, son of Kirill, born in the summer of 1901. Died in the fall of 1926 from an illness. I was right, this game does take place in like the 1930s. I totally scoped the appropriate time period for this game. Eileen Trejaska, Vampirus Nosferatus, hunted down and slain. Proper ritual deprivation performed. Finally buried in winter of 1892. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and save here. Spell one dead, but forced to serve. Because that is where I am now in the prophecy. This is going to go ahead and take a look at it real quick. A youth in madness he shall willingly heal. The hanged man's grief. must he unveil? I did. I stopped two. I fulfilled two of those. So there we go. And yeah, I think I will play more of Veil of Darkness next week. This was fun. I genuinely enjoyed it. Definitely a game that I would have to use a walkthrough on, for sure. But I've definitely enjoyed that. So, with that in mind, I guess, yeah, let's go ahead. And I'm going to go ahead and mute that. And pull open the games list. So right now, our current game is still Veil of Darkness. We've got about, I would say, 3-4-ish hours left on it. And then after we beat Veil of Darkness, because I've decided I'm gonna finish Veil of Darkness for sure. We will try out Final Fantasy Origins: Stranger of Paradise, which is about an 18-hour game, give or take. It was requested by Oh Dear Hunter, so that'll be interesting. I have spoken with a few people that are interested in that, so it might be a multi-stream. I might have guests on for that stream. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to make any commitments on that. And then after that, we have King of Grayscale, which is about a 6-hour game made by Illy Beans, who comes and hangs out and chats with us in the chat more often. So I'll enjoy that. And then, of course, after that, there's Master Key, which last I checked out had about like 11 hours of total playtime, which was recommended by you, Seth. You had described it as kind of like a Zelda-like, I think. And from what I could see, it's a black and white game, which is interesting, and I'll be interested to give that a game of try myself. But other than that, I think that's about it. If anyone has any opportunities that they would like to request a game or anything, feel free. You can choose the color palette too. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Definitely keep that in mind. But with that, let's go ahead and go to the end. I'm going to give my special thanks to Toby Bentowax, who designed all of the pixel art assets that you see on the screen before you. Give the special thanks to Hot Dad for allowing the use of his music for my stream, both at the beginning and end. You can find the names of the song at the bottom of the screen down below. Special thanks to Aries Nova Art for designing and rigging the VTuber that I use for the streams. And of course, the most special thanks of all goes to each and every one of you that hang out and chat and work and everything else. Y'all make this so much fun, and I definitely enjoy getting to share these games with you. With that in mind, now let us see about finding someone to raid into. We are going to raid. Been a while, and a number of folks. Illy is doing a October game jam event, so we are going to raid into their stream. Let's go ahead and show them some appreciation. We're going to start that up. I hope you all had a great time. I know I did. And I look forward to seeing everyone next week. So I will see y'all then. Take care, everyone, and bye-bye.